knows what's going to happen next year.
He played some outfield too. I mean, what is
ball coming in, and you can actually until the ball back collision. Heard about his defensive deficiency.
Yeah, had that conversation.
Oh, sure too. You have to prove it to do it. So it's important. Their cards now, so they kind of on those balls that are blooped.
With Sean Wells, that base hit gets through.
Who's out there will be real.
Yeah, I'm going to go a little bit off the plate. Like
ball on the right side of the field.
This guy right now, JD's hit the ball
15 inches from the end of the bat usually.
Power, Pete Alonso, a lot of power on the first pitch.
Out in front of the plate so that he's barrel of the bat way out in front of the. Didn't need to.
Never had the guy sitting back on the changeup against.
Was actually pretty decent at.
I couldn't get him out because he was able.
Young guy, he's looking to do damage. Hard on the pull side is come back two-seamer.
Early in the season, you see more pitches.
Washington and Neto, he's been kind of on his own. You saw him today. There's so much talk.
By the way, I was
standing that what actually because everything's backwards these days. That ball up. Logan, I think this is a little more. A lot of those check swings. And that was something our lineup needed.
Strong plays on sliders that were outside.
There, Patrick. That Jerry, he blocks balls. He's in that position to fire it. Yeah. And we all know.
That's a big out there, too, especially with the lead.
Rented out a bass. There's karaoke at the end of the night in this little team this year.
And they've really turned their well.
Well, I heard because they won.
Alvarez picking up his 27th.
And been a weak ground ball to shortstop instead.
He's able to keep his hands back long enough to be able to.
Fastball counts, huh, Mark? Now it's a way of life.
Yeah, I mean.
Young kids have never, wow. One of the plays when he very fast. And there, Logan knew he didn't have a
tremendous all-around player.
To the forefront, he need to have a lineup.
After this pitch, with a chance to look out quick.
Yeah, you can see the ball just ricocheting. In my lifetime, when I'm
on the line of late, better and better. Oh, Bobby, can you still do those moves?
With Neto, so listen to me anyway. all the time.
Neto getting all the way over to third.
It is webbing of his glove. Base as he would be if you weren't late side of the base to catch the ball and make the base. Unless I know that I just keep the hole over.
2 pitch here now.
Far so good. You know,
up with Moniak and a good read by.
Takes his lead that far.
500 batting average.
That's
a lefty
against a guy like him because I
change up inside because it's going to fall off the
again. The problem was on the line.
You know, I could get there to my glove side, just hitters off balance, you know, off time, and just go.
Try to push Pete off the plate. That makes you a home run hitter.
Pitch some damage.
Pete Alonso, as a matter of fact, and a little, and we sure don't want to come through here this year. They don't have gap to gap.
There's a chance of momentum shift when you miss it up.
Hey.
Stealing 2 bases.
Yeah. How difficult is that for you to be able to
catch a bit of trying to do too much, and we're always in constant communication. First of all, 50 years, he tells me all the time.
It's aggressive on the first pitch.
Yep. Didn't happen there, but he's been doing a really good job tonight. I got to go run out there and warm up the pitcher, so I'm
in a World Series.
You talk about a dangerous lineup 1 through 9.
You got a lot of gamers in that lineup.
Contributing and really enjoying.
Really got that team dialed in. It was kind of odd.
Or they could be that guy that could come through in this.
Nolan Chamuel has played him is going to be noticed. Well,
one of the thoughts on that too. I mean,
now it's time for our Kia
Pers as a hitter, which I mean, that very much that same conversation with who he was because he was such a great hitter.
You two played
and playing flipsies and all those games.
But I have a baseball card. It was the
get that bat.
58 had no idea. Reggie Jackson.
That's they would copy that.
I said it on the RJ 28.
Yeah, you did that in fine style.
He's hit 2 rockets so far.
Triple off the wall. Next.
By the way, whenever you had your game or your bat,
I had that bat. I probably had
an oversized by a half an inch.
He goes 32, and I go. No.
He ended up using that because he said his
able to swing a 32-ounce bat, and he was a right-hand hitter. I just couldn't handle it. I had to keep my hand swing. He gets swinging 100 contact and be on more pitches and be that right. Show the heel.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. They walk under the ladder to prove that there was.
Well, no, you see, you had to tell me that around the streets.
Yeah, well, I confirm tonight.
To get him to expand the strikes. They've already had 2 stolen bases today, so
Lots of fastball and have him hit a
be able to bring his hands up through that was a 4-seam. No hitter tonight.
It's a positioning.
The double play turn.
It's in your top hand, and that.
Nano, by the way, Bobby,
Zach's a mature baseball.
or don't even think about it.
Oh!
That's the kind of play that could spark the team.
Can happen. Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
If he has been on the first pitch.
And grow and grow. To him into the dugout. And well, I wanted the players. There's another base hit. And with my heart and my life, the clubhouse, World Home, it's Pat Mahomes, who's supposed to be blocking area that you could look up. In this run, where it be done.
Like Bauman taking over for the Mets.
Ball's going to be caught in foul territory. It turns out, Leonard Coleman and
Here are the runners.
he really doesn't do the zone. Hence, he hits a lot of balls to.
So impressive how
It's a spike curve that he throws. He lifts up the pointer finger.
this finger was basically soft. The reason why you do that,
Jacker was at a split.
that was a split.
Yeah, that's the place on a ball that
Because I wanted to make sure I still got a spot in the rotate. The normal splitters are more of a split.
is to release that ball and get the ball.
And that's going to take velocity off. He field and boom, it's in the game, and it's
Trip on the ball from whence it came.
jumps out. Well, 2 things. It's 60% ground to get us some runs here now. Blackburn again.
You know, it's
Been in on him.
their arm comes through, held the ball, and if you change
Another quick cut off well.
that headed the bat down. Hey, baseball going to talk to everyone and where they're going from here.
Another outstanding giveaway. This, I'm hearing it's going to be a huge
Ground ball for a double play
play.
position. I think he has Joyce in the bullpen.
Yeah, and if
The dugout, all those boxes you want. Nope.
put him back to first base. Need to go against the catcher, but a lot of times if you don't give your
Foul. Can't speed him up.
special play here at the plate, we've already seen him in the
Together a spectacular. It'll be up to the voters. And add to it the rest of the way.
in both these
Catchers, ID
0.5 off the bat.
7 for the Mets.
I mean, how difficult
5 players and traded days.
East like that. Blue tie, a changeup from him too.
I do.
Yes. You know, I'm going to stick with
Go. But the American sandwich. Putting up in a tortilla shell and
this offense going.
goes battling here, but takes. There are no eyes there. I signed professionally that year. Yeah.
You are, without a doubt,
3 rooms and a bathroom, and my stories. I got to hear that stuff while I'm old.
a big believer, and I still am, that that's
Just playing baseball, you know. Kind of out of this stadium too. It's
seeing some more of those young guys you're going to see. You're going to see.
going to be the norm. This isn't just development of the players. Let the big T to use that. I once played team play. He was a man and tell him that the general manager house and everyone was standing there.
Slugging is like, well, maybe nobody will notice us. And all of a sudden, as we're on the I-70, and we said, dream came. I go Gazuba, and then
Yeah.
it's still to this day no percentage. Well over. He's had that great swing all game long. Pads that you put on there as a basketball player, that lower half, be able to drive toward.
In fact, the Dodgers tried to sign him and didn't.
Because I did with Don Drysdale, top pitching. I thought that was invaluable to be.
I have trouble hitting the eyeballs. Teams and even run teams to recognize that kind of tired of asking.
Players are given right now, both on the offensive from the dugout, and we were
From that
and
place.
you can tell a lot of times by us
Analytics that better, and
Yeah.
I think it's been
this play there, but
not in the starting lineup. You're thinking about experience to understand.
going extra innings. It was a long game, so they're literally warming up in the fin up.
Exactly. I mean,
Oh, he had there the mark
right
edge.
from his,
Defensive play.
and so you. I think
That's good.
Goes into a lousy at bat.
No matter what, the hit. You just got to make sure they're not.
That's an old, and that's an old darn. Takes a little of the aggressiveness, and I'm really proud of him.
New York Mets. I still remember. Yeah.
And I chose like an idiot not to
Well hit baseball pitch coming now.
game like he's had tonight. And the rest of the story that you could look up, the Mets were 35-15 in this run, where it's a big streak, but it can be done.
Like Bauman taking over for performance. Had a battle, a lot of hits, so for the Mets.
And this ball is going to be caught in foul territory. Leonard Coleman, who was the president of the league, and it turns out, interestingly enough, Leonard Coleman and
I know, that's why you might see them on the move here, the runners.
he really doesn't deeper in the zone as it's coming through the zone. Hence, he hits a lot of balls to.
So impressive how
It's not a knuckle curve. You know, that's a spike curve that he throws. Spike curve that has spin, where he lifts up the pointer finger.
like even when I threw my slider, this finger was basically soft. The reason why I do that.
And maybe Jack Morris threw it. Did Jack, or was that a split?
That was a split.
Yeah. Out of the sweet spot and say that's the place on a ball that.
No, I never did. I made sure of that one because I wanted to make sure I still got a spot in the rotation. Joyce, hopefully he gets a chance to be in there today. The normal splitter is more of a split.
Blinker is little finger will now pronate as you release that ball and get the ball.
You can move your thumb up on the baseball, and that's going to take velocity off. Bobby, he just started playing catch in the outfield, and boom, it's in the game. And it's
He's saying is that the grip on the ball, back toward the plate from whence it came.
base hit. The big thing jumps out. Well, two things. It's 60% ground. He's got, Bobby, I think it's time for you to get us some runs here now.
Yeah.
Blackburn again. Today so far, pretty solid. At this point, but it looks like you might try to sneak something in on him.
They get a grip and their arm comes through. That arm is coming through to propel the ball. And if you change.
Another quick, it looks like a potential double, but cut off well.
It's on the way up because gravity pulls that head of the bat down. Fun year of my life playing AAA baseball, getting to talk to everyone, how they're doing and where they're going from here.
On the mound now for the Halos. Hard. Another outstanding giveaway. This one,
please, can you
I'm telling you that I'm hearing it's going to be a huge
elusive ground ball for a double play.
The catcher at the plate, see if you can get a ground ball double play.
You'll see Ben Joyce in that position. I think he has pitchers, especially Ben Joyce in the bullpen.
Yeah, and
he's going back out of the dugout. All those boxes you want. Yep. Nope.
Put him out there. That wasn't going to be one of those ones where they put him back to first base. I know those numbers are, go against the catcher, but a lot of times if you don't give your
game today and, the foul. You could slow things down in this game, but you can't speed them up that much.
Well, what a special play here at the plate. We've already seen him in the
money. I mean, this kid is putting together a spectacular, the best that I've seen. So it'll be up to the voters. Might catch a feeling and add to it offensively, and they have to hold him the rest of the way.
In both these,
bodically, and I understand the catcher's idea. Yeah,
I don't know if I'd be real good at 103.5 off the bat.
Late of August 1977 for the Mets.
I mean, how difficult.
Traded Tom Seaver to Cincinnati for 5 players, and traded Dave.
Definitely anything back east like that. Blue tie, all 4-seam fastball. We've already seen a really solid changeup from him too.
I know the answer.
You know the answer.
Yeah, I do.
Yes. Betts has done that.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to stick with
burrito or taco, but the American sandwich.
Come on, Bobby.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
The club sandwich rolling it up in a tortilla shell and
2-2 count here now. Just trying to get this offense going.
down the secondary. And Joe's battling here, but takes to stump me. There are no eyes there. USC to replace O.J. Simpson, even though I signed professionally that year.
So Melrose Place you lived on.
Yeah.
You are, without a doubt,
The place thing I just want to mention was 3 rooms and a bathroom. And my old stories, you know, Wayne said, no old stories. I got to hear that stuff. Well, I'm old.
school level.
Absolutely.
And I'm a big believer, and I still am, that that's
Because I was running with the football when I should have been just playing baseball. You know? I'm getting a Tommy John surgery, isn't it? Kind of. Great display. Great in and out of the stadium, too. It's
keep progressing and then getting some more of those young guys you're going to see. You're going to see. Yes. Yes.
And it's going to be the norm. This isn't just R&D, the research and development of the players. Let the big thing, that feeder system, more ready to use.
All that at all?
I once gave him a uniform. I went down to see the AAA team play. He was a camp, leave camp. I call him in and tell him that the general manager stay with us. He running through the clubhouse, and everyone was standing there.
In the clubhouse, put it underneath all the other luggage. It's like, well, maybe nobody will notice us thing. We land in Kansas City, and all of a sudden, as we're on the I-70, and Mom and Dad, I said, Dream came making his debut is Mark Gazuba. I go, Gazuba? And then it
Made them say your name.
yes.
Yeah.
And still to this day, no. 7 on base percentage, well over. Man, he's had that great swing all game long. Yeah, and he goes, well, you remember those white knee pads that you put on there as a basketball player? Being this tall and being able to be strong, he used that lower half to be able to drive toward.
Yeah, he did. As a matter of fact, the Dodgers tried to sign him and didn't.
Any advantage, any kind of nugget to be able to get better, because I did with Don Drysdale. His office and talked to me for an hour and a half about pitching. I thought that was invaluable to be
in a high ball. And I said, because I have trouble hitting the high ball. So many people who own teams and even run teams, so it was easy for us to recognize that in front office personnel got kind of tired of asking.
I mean, and that's the thing, that the information players are given right now, both on the offensive. With you, Bobby, we used to do the charts from the dugout. And we were, yes, you
to
did.
Recognize from that
and
place.
You can tell a lot of times by us.
Yeah, and that last thought on the analytics that see, but make me see it better. And I think it's been a
nice play there, but
you know, you don't have the same prep. You're not in the starting lineup. You're thinking about it takes veteran experience to understand
playing pitches. So the game ended up going extra innings. It was a long game, so the cleats on, like you mentioned. I was ready to go, and I was literally warming up. In my first pitch, I hit the scoreboard warming up.
Exactly. I mean,
by the way, that was a perfect throw he had there.
Right? From his.
That's how important it is for him to make that great defensive play.
And so you inside, so he can hook it, I think. That's good. And followed off. It usually turns into a lousy at bat.
Going to get at one pitch every at bat, no matter what, to hit. You just got to make sure they're not.
That's it. Hitter.
That's enough.
The darn it's old, and that's an old darn it. The way of that ball. And it takes a little of the aggressiveness thing. It happened to me. I know the feeling, and I'm really proud of him.
Remember, he got hit in the face when he was a member of the New York Mets. And I still remember.
The year before, you didn't have to wear it.
Yeah.
And I chose like an idiot not.
Yeah, who's had a solid game with 2 well-hit baseballs. And 2 pitch coming now.
When a guy says he's feeling good, they usually have a game like he's had tonight.